Stevens here with the National Real Estate Post, coming from my bunker in Northern California. Hey, want to let you know that Remen still has same-day turn times. In spite of all the craziness going on right now, Remen is a pillar of stability. So if you're a broker right now and you have a place you want to put your loans, you should check out the folks over at Remen. They've got great products, fantastic turn times, and you're not going to beat them on price. All you have to do is click this banner right over there, or it's somewhere in this ecosystem if you're not seeing it on our show. Now, I got to tell you, this whole Corona thing, man, I'm feeling more optimistic about it. Through my vigilant observation and processing, I think we're on the downside of the slope, and one of the 19 vaccines that everyone's working on right now should probably work. I also think a vaccine is going to come to market faster than they're saying, but the mortgage market and their decision-making is totally another story. For example, did you see this? Your desired rate is not available. Please click on an available rate on the right. Let me think about this for a second. I think I'll take that 6% at 51 points at a cost, which is a real case scenario, guys, that was sent over to me, a cost to the borrower of $477,009. Now, it might seem a bit high to you, but hey, let's face it, times are tough. In that spirit, now Chase, JP Morgan Chase, just came out and said, if you don't have a 700 plus credit score plus 20% down, that they are not interested in doing your loan. This is according to the CEO. Here's a quote. Now, here's a quote from Chase. Due to the economic uncertainty, we are making temporary changes that will allow us to more closely focus on servicing our existing clients. Well, I mean, come on, guys. That's not in the spirit of we're all in this whole thing together like so many other companies. It seems to me Chase's action in banking is a little bit 3M-ish, don't you think? But Chase is not alone in this whole thing. Most lenders around the country, the ones that thought this whole thing through, are not going to fund your loan a perfectly good fundable loan if there is a chance of a forbearance. Now, this totally sucks for the borrowers, but the policies in place at a higher level as it stands give lenders little to no choice in this matter. Now, the reason for Chase's move, 700 plus 20% down, or we're not doing it, which nixes basically everybody, and every other lender's move not to fund perfectly good loans was spelled out perfectly by CNBC. They said, the changes should help JP Morgan reduce its exposure to borrowers who unexpectedly lose their job, suffer a decline in wages, or whose homes lose value. Now we're getting somewhere, aren't we? It's not the 700 plus credit score, the people with the 20% down who might have a problem. It's all those other marginalized borrowers. We are getting somewhere. Don't fund loans for people whose homes are likely to lose value or for people whose jobs are expendable. Now I want you to ask yourself, what communities have expendable jobs and homes whose values could tank? I'm serious. Ask yourself this. What is the profile of that community? This is an easy one. It is your underserved communities, your minority communities, your low-income communities. Many of the communities who will suffer the most due to the policies of Chase and every other lender who decides not to fund a loan with a high probability of forbearance. But, you have to understand this. This is very important. I don't blame them a bit, not a bit. You see, because if these loans forbear, these lenders are going to get stuck servicing these loans or have to sell them on what's called the scratch and dent market, where they'll get quarters on the dollars that they funded. In short, as it stands, through existing contracts and agreements, if lenders were to service underserved communities and oftentimes minority communities, they would roll over belly up and die. Now, this shouldn't come as a shock to anybody over the age of 40. People who've been around long enough to see and understand that it's always the vulnerable who get hurt the worst and first. But there is one thing I want everybody to understand. Do not get pissed off at your mortgage company, your beautiful non-banks out there. They are well-intended, single-minded funding machines who are ready, willing, and able to get you a loan at the lowest rates, the lowest fees, along with the best professional service, if they only could. And that's because of the policies at a federal and a larger level that are in place right now. So if you can't get a loan, though you know that you're qualified to get a loan, ask your lender why you didn't get the loan, and then scream that message to your local House rep member and to the senators of your state, and maybe we'll get somewhere in the policies where we could free up money and start lending people money. Because I'll tell you, as it stands right now, the best stimulus this country could have are folks getting refinances, both rate and term and cash out. because when you do this, you skip a payment, you get your impound account back, and you lower your forward-going payment. That could amount to $10,000 for the better part of every homeowner in this country right now, and it doesn't cost the taxpayer a dollar. It's very frustrating to see lenders not being able to lend to perfectly good borrowers right now. So again, don't blame it on your lender. Find out why, and then scream that to those who are in charge on a federal level. With that said, thanks for watching today. We will be back tomorrow. I hope you guys had a fantastic Easter or holiday weekend, quarantined with your family in your house. And if you're meeting us for the first time, make sure you hit the subscribe button up above. And if you like our message, we bring it to you absolutely every day free of charge. Forward this on to people you know in real estate and lending. Or go ahead and hit that share button on Facebook and keep the dialogue going with your sphere of influence. With that said, you guys all have a great day. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Bye.